What's up, everyone? Mr. Jeff the Custodian here. Had some comments on one of my videos the other day. It was a question asked, so I thought, well, I guess the best way to answer this is to answer it in a video. So I told him, I said, hey, how about I make a video on that next week and post it, and maybe that'll help answer some of your question. And also, there's a lot of people that deal with this same questions that they ask, especially if you're new in this business. Even if you've been in this business a long time, this can relate to you. So the question was this right here. It says, I work at a high school and we are short staffed on the night shift. Well, night or day, sometimes we're short staffed, but there's no subs, no overtime, and I'm running into a problem of getting everything clean and there's not enough time. Sound familiar, anybody? Nobody in my area wants the job, and it's been posted since last May. The lead helps me, but we are rushed and nothing ever gets completed 100%. I love my job and the kids, and I have a high quality standard, but currently capacity at a 2A high school with 2 custodians covering everything is just not possible. And I'm starting to feel that the administration often doesn't understand or care. And for someone that takes pride on perfection and cleanliness, is utterly disheartening. Well, let's see if we can talk about this just a little bit. And I'm going to kind of glance down at this where I can kind of get my thoughts straight here. First of all, being short-staffed. That is something that has been a problem for at least the last 5 years, ever since COVID. That's been an issue. It just seems like we cannot recover from that. A lot of it has to do with funding. A lot of it has to do with where you work. They think you may have enough help. So I don't know that that's an issue that is going to be fixed very easy. Sometimes you just have to deal with that. And the no subs and no overtime, I get that. We had subs when I worked in the school system. We do not have subs in the college where I work. And the subs that we had, well, a lot of times it was just someone that would pick up garbage, which that helped. They might maintain your bathrooms to some degree. But most of the time, you can't find a sub that's reliable, that will show up or even do anything while they're there. So not having the subs and not getting the overtime. You got to do this right here. I made a video about this, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago, maybe been 4 years ago now. I said, take your arm out here and hold it up and grab these 2 fingers right here and pinch yourself. You feel that? That means you're human. And you can only do so much. And you can only do so much in the hours that you're there. You get burnt out, you get tired, you get frustrated in your job and not having enough help and having people to fill in. So it says you're also running into the problem of getting everything clean because there's not enough time. There again, grab yourself and pinch yourself. Here's my thing, and I've said this for years, and the guy that kind of trained me said this to me. You got to make sure that everything in that building maybe gets touched once a week. Now, your bathrooms got to be cleaned pretty much every day. If you worked in the school system, they've got to be cleaned every day. You may be able to let a staff bathroom or something like that slide if it's not a real busy bathroom. Garbage has got to be picked up every day. You don't want food left in your building. Classroom cleaning. Now, you can rotate that. You got to rotate that classroom cleaning out if you don't have enough help and enough area. I mean, you got more area and you've got help or whatever it may be. You've got to rotate some things out that can be rotated. Say you got stairwells that's got to be swept. Well, you can rotate them stairwells to every other day or every couple of days or whatever. I mean, yeah, they're going to get grass on them. They're going to get mud on them. They're going to get dirt on them. But you got to kind of think about what needs to be done every day. You've got to do that regardless. You know what those things are? It's garbage and bathrooms. Every day has got to be done. The other things, you're just going to have to rotate them things out if you don't have enough help to get those things done. Now, that's my opinion, and that is from my experience of what I found out has worked for me, because you are flesh and blood, and you're going to get burnt out, you're going to get tired. But you say nobody in the area wants the job, and it's been posted for, since last May. Hard, it's hard to find people that want to work, that want to do a good quality job, or maybe the pay scale's not up to their standards or whatever it may be. There's some systems that pay better than others, but yeah, I get that as well. When I came from the school system, we had a huge problem with that as well. The lead custodian helps me, but we're rushed to get everything 100% complete. I think I read that. You love the job, you love the kids. I get that as well, because us as custodians, you are the hero to a lot of those kids. A lot of those kids, they come from very rough home lives, environments, and they're looking for somebody that's going to show them some care in their life. And it's just, I don't know, it's just something about a custodian. When you're around kids, sometimes you're just their hero, and you think, well, this is a high school custodian that posted this. Hey, it don't matter, you can still teach them some quality things about life, and encourage them and help them along the way, and be friends with them. But let's see, you say your administration often doesn't understand or care. Well, there's a couple of ways to look at this. You can have an administrator that they want the job done. They don't care how you get it done. They want their building clean. And they need to meet you halfway or some way if you're not able to get to the job. They need to understand that. And trying to explain that to an administrator sometimes is not the best thing to try to do. They're not going to see your side of it. And the thing about an administrator is this right here: sometimes they don't see what you're doing all the time. And if they see you taking a break or whatever, they think that you're not doing your job. Well, you deserve a break. You deserve to take care of yourself. And if they don't understand that, that's on them. But they can put the pressure on you, but you've got to set boundaries for yourself. Do what they ask you to do, but you set the pace. You set your work pace. You can't run around day after day, running and running and running, day after day, day in and day out. I can't, because it gets to me mentally, it gets to me physically, and it just absolutely makes me dread going to work. I've been there before. And now that I'm on the back side of that more, and my later years of working and where I work now, I haven't forgot those days. I know what those days are like, and I'm very appreciative of what I've got now. But you've got to take care of yourself, whether they understand or not, or even care. I don't know really what the answer to that, because I don't know everyone's situation until you work someone's job and the personality of who you're working with or who you're working for. That's really a hard thing to answer, but you've got to take care of yourself, and they're not going to understand. And you said for someone that takes pride in perfection and cleanliness is utterly disheartening. It is disheartening when you want to do a good quality job and you don't have the help that you need. You don't have the backing from your administration that you need. You've got a lot of area to take care of. You want everything to be really good and perfect. Can I give you some advice from my personal experience? Everything's not going to be perfect. And we just hired a new guy last week, and one of the things I told him right here is you can't make everybody happy. I've made videos on this before. You're not there to keep people happy. Can I say that again? You're not there to keep people happy. You're there to do a job, and you've got that whole area to take care of that building and that place to take care of. Your job is, whether anybody's ever told you or not, is to keep a clean place to the best of your ability where kids can be educated. That's what it's for. You've got people that are in the buildings that you work for. They think that you ought to give them more attention than you do others or whatever. But you try to meet the standards to your administration. You try to meet the standards of what you have been told the job qualifications of wherever you work, whatever duties you are assigned to do. You try to meet those the best you can, but you're not going to keep everybody happy. Everybody's not going to like you. You're not going to do everything according to the way everybody thinks that you should do it. You've got to do the best you can. Remember that you're human, and that's it. You're human, and you do the best job that you can. You go home at the end of the day knowing that you've done the best job that you could do while you were there, with the amount of time you had, and don't beat yourself up for having to let things go from time to time. You just got to do that. There are times it's busier than others. Take advantage of those days that you work when no one's there. Don't wear yourself out those days either. Just kind of have a plan for those holidays, those summers, and try to come up with a plan that you can do extra that's going to make your job easier when people's there. That's from my personal experience in the last 25 years of what I've come up with and what works best for me. And I try to practice that every day. Some days you feel better than you do others. You're able to give it more than you do others. And there's some days that you can't, that you just do what you can. But 100%, no, probably not going to happen. Keep everybody happy. That absolutely is not going to happen. I hope that helped. I hope that made sense. And I'd appreciate it if you would like, subscribe to the channel, share. That helps this channel grow. I appreciate each and everything that everyone does for this channel. And the people that buy me a coffee, I'm going to put a link in the description below. Hopefully something will pop up right here where you can help support this channel as well. Hey, go out there and clean something. You're not going to make everybody happy. In about 5 minutes, you're going to have to do it again anyway. Go get it, Cletus.